I think we have the talent necessary to make Puerto Rico a real technological hub of innovation. Hello, I'm José E. Feliciano. I'm the co-founder and managing partner of Clearlake Capital Group. I'm also the co-founder of the Quanza Jones and José Feliciano initiative. And also the co-controlling owner of Chelsea Football Club. Go Chelsea. I think the most significant quality that I value, at least in terms of people that I associate with and partner with, is just being brutally honest. So that brutal honesty. I think in business, you're always going to encounter challenges. You're always going to, kind of have failures and successes. But at the end of the day, you want people that, tell you the truth, tell you exactly what is going on, and that's really the only way you can make good decisions. So in my life, kind of in business, the only time I have encountered difficulties is when, kind of people are not being forthright or kind of trying to hide things or just not being what I would call brutally honest. Well, I invest a lot in technology, and I think Puerto Rico, particularly honestly, in association or as part of the forward movement, has an incredible opportunity to harness, kind of this new technological revolution that we can call AI, machine learning. Puerto Rico has incredible talent, both on the technical side, but also the type of people that I think are going to succeed or needed to succeed, the type of talent that is needed to succeed in this new economy. And there's no reason why, kind of if incredible companies are being created all over the world, many of them in Silicon Valley, but there's no reason why some of them cannot be, kind of founded in San Juan, Bayamón, Fajardo, Utuado. So I think Puerto Rico really sits at that intersection. And I think with many people from the diaspora coming back, I think we have the talent necessary to make Puerto Rico a real technological hub of innovation. I oftentimes talk about this, right? Kind of to me, there's no one formula. I think that the only formula that's global, universal, is that you got to find that intersection of your passion and your talents. And you can find that, and we all have different talents. We all find some modicum of success in many different ways. You got to find that you think you're really good at, work harder than anybody else at that. And if you're passionate about it, that's what's going to allow you to overcome those challenges, those short-term failures. That's what's going to motivate you to, keep going and work harder than anybody else. But it's finding that intersection and then giving it your all. In my day job, I get to invest. I get to invest in incredible companies every single day, and I do that in the context of a fund, so I invest in many companies. But nobody in my business bats 100%. You're not going to be right 100% of the time. So you're going to have many failures, and I think I was listening to Roger Federer, kind of recently, and he said it best. Arguably the best tennis player of all time. He won probably 85% of his matches or something like that. But in terms of points, he only won 55% of the points. So even a world-class tennis player only won 55% of the time. That means that he experienced failure 45% of the time. And hopefully my average is a little bit better than that in investing. But you have to wake up every day and being ready to, even if you failed yesterday, you have to get up again and be prepared to face the challenges of the day and do the best you can do and succeed the next day. And that, I think, is my superpower. Well, I have had many, but probably the most significant one, kind of in the 1990s, late 90s, I was part of a startup company, and we had grand visions of, kind of disrupting that industry and building a great company, and it didn't work out. It failed. And that was a moment of a lot of introspection, right? There was a bad time in the macroeconomy. The company had failed. By extension, I had failed the company. And it was a time where I really had to kind of look in the mirror and explore and think about what were the things that I truly was passionate about, and really discover my self-belief and really double down in terms of what it meant. But the most important thing, I think, was finding that ability, that strength to get up again the next day and persevere. I think there are two aspects of that. One is, it's my way of giving back to my island. I grew up here, still have a lot of family here. Puerto Rico has gone through a lot, both here and the diaspora, but especially here at the island. But again, I see all the raw elements, kind of a place where there's elements or stories of success all around us. And I think I've been very fortunate in life, so my goal is to help others, achieve that potential, and hopefully there will be a day when stories like Rick's story, like my story, Orlando's story, are just are a lot less exceptional, and there are a lot more of us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.